Hello everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you slept well. Welcome to these pick a card messages. This pick a card reading is advice for you from Spirit. So, spirit guides or spiritual advice for your current situation, whatever it is that you're navigating for yourself or your life, etc. So, as usual, there are 4 different piles that you can choose from. You can also choose according to the cover card that's getting your attention the most, or the crystal, of course, and there's also the timestamp, but choose whichever one feels right for you. Group number 1 is blessed by Jupiter and the Herkimer diamond. Group number 2 is blessed by Venus and the green fluorite. Group number 3 is blessed by Mars with the Shungite. And group 4, well, is blessed with whatever this Ace of Pentacles is bringing you with the purple fluorite. So I'm really intrigued and curious to get into your messages. So let's begin. Group 1. Hello, Group 1. I hope you're all doing well. So, what advice does Spirit have for you today? I started with some oracle cards and the cover card, and I'm also going to pull some more tarot for you. But first, there's something empowering your mind right now and your intellect with this Herkimer diamond. Let's put this over here. And we'll get started. I already believe that you're blessed. You're being blessed with something. And this might be blessings coming in, abundance with the Jupiter retrograde season, which is about to happen within the next week, I believe. But Spirit just said, know that you are truly blessed. You're also blessed with the intellectual capacity and the ability to always sort through your life situations, whatever those life situations are for you. You're also blessed with a natural ability to build or to manage your thoughts or your finances. Really kind of depends on what's showing up in the other cards, but you've got Capricorn energy here. So you have like a certain type of practical structure within the way that you use your thoughts or your mind, your intelligence. So, what's going on in your life right now? You've got the halls of learning. Spirit guides are with you. This is a confirmation. I feel like they're saying you've just graduated from one of your life lessons. When I look at this, I'm thinking of the halls of a mentee. Is that what the halls of learning are? I'm not the expert on all the universal spiritual woo. Okay, success. The number 34, truth. You're already successful. So no matter what you are pursuing in your life, Spirit says, you are intended to be successful. So if you look back on your life and think about everything that you have chosen to pursue, you've always been successful in that endeavor. But you may also be living a life where you have many different experiences because you're likely to learn more from your life experiences and your choices than from just reading through books. But there's also more success that is available to you in your future. It really just kind of depends on what you choose next. And this is like a graduation of a cycle of learning that you have completed and you're about to begin something new. But I think the something new is waiting for you to decide what that is. Know that you are loved. I find it interesting that Libra, like Libra moon energy, is this card. And I also know for a fact that there is I should just call it a vortex in the galaxy that is at 2 degrees Libra, which is a super attractor. So you have a powerful way of attracting whatever you need into your life. And this is part of your galactic team or your galactic intelligence, knowledge, wisdom that is guiding you through your life learning and lessons and these different levels of success. But spirit guides are wanting you to know that you are very deeply loved. You're truly loved. Well, loved by the universe, right? Your soul will find those that you are meant to experience life with. So, especially right now, if you chose group 1 and you're wondering what you should choose, if you're trying to make a decision, or maybe you're worrying about your finances, spirit guides advice are reminding you that you will always attract what you need. In this case, you're going to be attracting new people into your life because your soul's purpose is, well, your soul's purpose is to gather the resources that are necessary for you to create and experience a higher level of success. Now, this kind of like requires your mind or your beliefs to tap into something higher than your current state of awareness, but there is a higher power that is working with you and guiding you and aligning you with everything. It's bringing you absolutely what you need for this next level of success. But also, right now, I think you have the option to remember your truth, the truth of who you are. Or maybe this is a process that you're currently going through, which is why there's 2 of Pentacles. You're questioning your values. I know that recently a lot of people have awakened, meaning they thought they were living the life that they're supposed to be living, and then suddenly waking up and realizing, why am I still doing this? Or you've always been pursuing the path of what you thought you were supposed to do, and, wow, pardon the truck in the background, running a really loud engine. But you know what I mean. It's almost like, what now? Something is really trying to get your attention. So the more that you can distract yourself from your mind or holding on to the past, there's definitely new information, new love, and new support that is showing up for you. First, it starts etherically in the 5D, but then it's also spiritually, your spirit guides, your higher self, your soul. And so what and who you need to attract is currently what I feel you're waiting for. Let's pull some tarot cards. So the advice from spirit guides are letting you know that whatever you choose next to pursue, whether it's a job or a relationship or studying something else, you're still going to be successful because this is the life that you're meant to be living a life of success. And you can succeed in everything that you choose. It really just kind of depends on your mindset and how you deal with your daily reality and how you navigate the choices that you make in your life. I'm going to start with 3, but then I'm going to come back and pull some more. Wow. Okay. I'm thinking Spirit is saying something recently pushed your reset button. Surrender everything that you thought that you knew, including who you thought that you were. Because honestly, you were just playing your role, within the human collective consciousness. But there's something new, there's something more, there's something better that is in the process of being prepared. It's coming into your life. Spirit guides just said, try to relax. It's going to be okay. Okay, and maybe this is your energy. Maybe you're feeling disconnected or uncertain, or there's like a blockage in communication. But I just want to say really quickly, it is really easy when depressed or fearful or anxious it almost kind of makes us feel more separated or isolated or even abandoned. But you're not alone. You are never alone, okay? So Spirit Guides are wanting you to really take the time to sit with yourself, distract yourself from your mind and your thoughts, because there is definitely something new, but this new information is guiding you through your intuition and not necessarily through your mind, which is why it's super important to find a way to, like if you go spend time near the water, distract yourself from thinking and tune into how you feel, tune into your intuition, because this is what's guiding you towards this beautiful new beginning, whatever that is. And sometimes we want to know what the end goal is going to look like. But if you are still in the process of deciding what this next success is going to be, then the final picture hasn't even been realized yet. It really depends on you, how you work with the energy and your intuition and how you use it. Wow. Okay, and there's one more. Let me pull one more card. Yeah. So, trust what you're feeling. All right, for some of you, this guru, this Hierophant might be somebody else. But I feel like, and this is my own personal belief system. I think that many of us are learning how to become more sovereign, meaning when we dive deep into ourselves, the depths of our heart, right? That deep aspect of ourself, which is, it's kind of a scary thing to pursue. But I feel like you're in the process of learning how to navigate your own intelligent wisdom, your spiritual wisdom, your soul's wisdom, at least right now, because it is what's helping you to choose this next success, which could be anything. I really do feel like it's an opportunity to connect with your higher mind, or to take time to connect with your higher self, your higher ideals, and really consider what are your options. At least this is what Spirit is saying. And remember, so it's not your obligation or your responsibility to go out and gather all the people or the information or the resources to make something happen for you. This is a new life experience that is more intuitive. So the more you tune into yourself, your feeling, your empathy, your natural gifts, the more you're going to realize that this inner truth is guiding you towards your next great success story. It's love. It's your spirit guides. It's the universe, which is unconditional love. And it's everything that's beyond your control that is actually going out there and gathering everything that you need. And it's attracting that. It's manifesting it into your life. You might think that it's you manifesting what you need, but it's actually your spiritual team that are gathering everything that you need for the sake of this next experience, your next story. What kind of life would you rather be living? Who do you wish to become? Are you ready to activate your natural gift or your intuition? I know that you're all at different levels in life, but this is really a reminder to push the reset button, surrender to what you think that you know, because there's definitely something more powerful, more intelligent, more loving, and more inspiring that is there supporting you, waiting for you to simply connect with it. communicate with that. Ask for more information, guidance, and then just pay attention to what shows up for you. Wow. Group 1, there was one more card I pulled when I was asking, what is it that you might need to face? Is it a fear or what you're working through? Okay, look at this. So, how many of you are afraid of the universe or the higher mind or the matrix or even the galaxy? So there might be some sort of deep fear that is blocking you, or it's a fear of connecting with something beyond yourself, which actually kind of makes sense. But fear is also just something that's been created by an overactive mind. So these are the messages and advice for you from Spirit, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed. I hope these are helpful for you. If so, if you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 2. Okay, so your pick a card messages for today. I almost forgot. So, advice from Spirit for you. So, group 2, if you're drawn to the Four of Wands tarot, and I am going to pull more tarot cards as well. Or maybe you're drawn to the green fluorite, which is very healing. So the green fluorite is helping you with your creativity and unconditional love, your heart chakra. And the crystal just said, and also bringing you happy, happy, joy, joy. I don't know if that came from the crystal or from me. In fact, maybe that's where I got that term from. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Because the green, this is the similar energy as peridot crystals, which are also happy, happy, joy, joy. So technically, even the Four of Wands, dare I say it again? Happy, happy, joy, joy. I don't want to annoy anybody with that term. Okay, advice from Spirit. Spirit just said everything's going to be okay. So something about your community. And it's just your cover card, so we will come back to that in a minute to get more deeper messages. Let's look at your oracle first. I got tongue-tied. Temple of Truth. Your throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. There's something that you need to say or something that you've been wanting to say. So be brave and find a way to say it. But also try to find a way to express yourself in a way that can benefit other people, that helps other people grow, other people to expand, something that supports other people and their sense of stability. So I'm picking up on the fact that maybe many of you might think before, no, you might speak before you think, or sometimes some people just blurt things out without thinking about how it's going to affect other people. And this isn't all of you, but this is just for some of you that you are blessed with, the gift of gab. Is that true? Pile number 2, were you blessed with the gift of gab? But not all things need to be said, Spirit says. Your truth isn't necessarily everybody else's truth, so be careful what you say, because you will create like a ripple effect that you may not necessarily enjoy. What goes around comes around. So it's really important to pay attention, to think before you speak, and make sure that the words that you say and share with other people are absolutely necessary? Are they even helpful? Let your fears dissolve. Cancer energy. And I don't know, you might have deep, strong Cancer in your birth chart, and maybe you naturally want to nurture other people. Now I'm picking up on Virgo, because Virgos are natural healers. They have this ability to tune into and sense what other people need to improve their lives. And Virgos can even come across through their words sounding harsh or commanding, like, this is what you need to do. And so now I'm kind of picking up on Virgo energy here as well. But you might have this desire to nurture other people, but there's also something that you fear. Or maybe in the past you've gotten in trouble for speaking your truth, and maybe some of you right now are afraid to speak, which makes so much sense, especially what's happening on the planet at the moment. But let your fear dissolve. Well, especially there's nothing for you to fear when you're sharing anything with anybody else, as long as what you say or share with others is true to you, but again, in a way that can be positive and uplifting and supporting to the individual that you are sharing this information with. Now I'm seeing numbers in my head because I'm thinking of celebrities that I know that I've done numerology readings on, that there are certain celebrities, and you probably know these ones that I'm referring to, they have to say something about everything. And I'm not saying that that's you, but there's some people that were born with, like, they just have to say it. And so there are also people that always have something to say about something else, about everyone else, and they just say it without thinking about it. So what is your advice? So your spirit guides want you to know that part of your life's purpose is to help other people. But what is it that you're sharing and saying to other people? Is it something that you need for you and you think the others need to do that too? I feel like everything, a spirit is asking you to just question yourself. Why it is that you say what you think that you need to say. What's interesting is that there's this temple of truth, and then there's the number 7 over here, which also represents like hardships or lessons, experiences, but it's also, the 7 is secrets and truth. Okay, so there's something, there are like deeper fears that maybe some of you are having about expressing your authentic, true self. Again, some things don't even have to be said. Speak when it's really only absolutely necessary. But there are deep inner fears that trigger you. Maybe again, it comes back to Cancer energy. Maybe you're just so deeply sensitive or moody that certain things trigger you, and that's what makes you speak before you even think about it. And so this is part of your life lesson right now, learning how to stop and think before you speak, especially if other people are affected in a negative way by what you're saying. So this process that you are awakening to is learning how to not only remember your truth but it's also asking you to find a way to gather helpful information that will guide you through a better way of communication. At least that's what Spirit's telling me. So I'm going to pull this card last. Let's pull your tarot cards. Also, Spirit is saying some of you recently, you might have like a throat thing going on, and this is because you're experiencing changes in your physical body and your throat, which is also affecting how you express yourself and express your truth. So you're definitely a communicator, but maybe it's time for you to start communicating new information. Oh, okay. So you're probably tuning into New Earth information or something higher than yourself, but maybe you're afraid to say it. Yeah, there's definitely changes happening in the way that you communicate. Maybe even how you even communicate with yourself. And these are a lot of the changes that are happening in your life right now or happening within you. Maybe you're experiencing changes that are causing you to feel fear because you don't know why you're experiencing what you're experiencing. And that can create more fear too. So Spirit is saying there's something more here. Everything that is happening to you is here to help you with like internal changes in your throat or your expression or communication. Okay. Let's pull these. I might need another one. I don't know. Renewal, the star, and trusting. So Aquarius here is saying, so this new information that you might be curious about, it's like, okay, what is this new truth, this new information? Okay, Pluto right now is in Aquarius. So Pluto is going through your birth chart at the moment, transforming how you communicate. It's changing how you speak. So the more you can tune into this and pay attention or ask questions, communicate with your higher self. Right, these changes are bringing you plenty of new information spiritually or from higher consciousness, which technically is you, your soul from a higher perspective, that are helping you to communicate more like an Aquarian, meaning there are many different paths for different people. There's always a successful way to reach the end of any kind of path, but for every person, the path might be different. And this is what you have the capacity of learning more about. Yeah, there are many options, there are many choices. There's not just one way or the highway. Cool. So you have the High Priestess, which is you, working with you. Eight of Swords. Wow. So you're probably really psychic, clairvoyant, intuitive. Whether you want to confess to that or not. There may also be fears in what you are perceiving. So for those of you who are clairvoyant, maybe some of you see spirits, or maybe some of you are blocking your gifts, your intuitive gifts, your visions, because you're afraid of what you might see. But it's actually part of your natural gift, your spiritual gift, and part of your purpose that will help you in life. For those of you pursuing your natural gifts, right, your clairvoyancy, if you're wanting to use your gift to help other people, which kind of makes sense. It comes back to you becoming your authentic self so that you can express and help, the people in your life that you care about the most. But I also think you are a medium, you're an empath, and you most likely pick up on subtle influences and sensitivities that may also cause you fear. So you can understand more about what you're sensing when you start paying more attention to your physical body. Because your physical body is also a device, it's a vessel, it's a spiritual vessel in which your soul is expressing itself through. With your personality, what's the word I just had? It's a construct. So the human experience that we're all having right now, we're experiencing the personality construct, which is a filter. It's a limitation and a restriction so that you can experience whatever personality that you were born with. So there's Cancer, there might be Aquarius energy, there might be Gemini energy. It's all a part of your soul's blueprint, your soul's purpose and plan to experience this kind of personality so that you can sort through all the details to learn from, to grow, to expand, and develop your psychic knowing. your visions, so that you can learn to trust your visions and also what you're picking up on. Dang. So everyone who chose group 2, I feel like you have a really deep gift that might be something that you're afraid of. And it might not necessarily be a gift that you are supposed to have been using your entire life so far, because there are many people on the planet right now that are suddenly waking up to these new truths or these inner truths, or their intuition is kicking in, or their psychic abilities are turning on, and it's like something new, and that can be scary too. And you're like, well, wait a minute, what is this? So group 2, get more information, learn as much as you can. And for myself, I was mostly self-taught, but I started on my path of realizing my intuitive gifts through a particular metaphysical group that I belonged to. But even there, I didn't stay there for long, but it offered me an opportunity to explore mediumship and connecting with spirits. But then once I had the information, I'm more gung-ho, and maybe you are too. I'm more gung-ho, and so, when you're brave, you can just sit with yourself and connect with your guides or whatever energies are around you and work with them and ask questions, because you will receive the answers that you need to help you to grow, to expand, and to develop your gifts. But again, it's up to you how you can learn and how you can grow. Just keep in mind, when you go to someone else or a particular guru, they're going to teach you usually their way only, because, well, that's what a lot of teachers are. So it really just kind of depends, and follow your truth, right? If you know that you can dive deep on your own, dive deep on your own. But your spirit guides, your higher self, and even your soul. And there's this North Node in Pisces transit is really helping you to connect with the oneness, which is an aspect of yourself too. Everything is showing up for you to help you to acknowledge your gifts, your intuition. And you're also blessed with good luck, with the number 23 in numerology. So you're also, blessed with the number 17, which is spiritual energy. It's spiritual truth, spiritual abundance. What might also be helpful for you, if you go to your natal chart and you look at your natal Pallas placement, that's Pallas, according to the time and date that you were born, that represents your spiritual intelligence and your gift. What you were born with, this wisdom, spiritual wisdom, that you can offer to other people. If you want to do the research in your own astrology, the more that you face these, you're going to realize that there really was nothing to fear. Also, in the process of your searching for deeper truths, the more light you align with, the more light you allow into your energy, into your physical body, then, because light has more power over any kind of energy of fear. And again, fear is just a product, a construct of the mind. If the mind doesn't feel like it's capable of dealing with something that it fears, it's going to create powerful, fearful emotions inside of your physical body, which anyone is naturally not going to want to touch that, right? So there's something going on in your mind that's trying to free you. Get more information. Explore your deeper truths. There's nothing to fear. And your spirit guides are here, ready to help you speak your truth, or become the embodiment of the spiritual truth that you have the capacity to become. Wow. And you're also blessed with like a certain level of like stability. There's like, and I don't know if this is your mind, but there's like a structure, there's a support system. Maybe the way that you're thinking, maybe your thought patterns only work inside of a particular box, and that might be keeping you stuck. If you challenge yourself to think outside of the box, you may be surprised as to what more you will be able to receive and download and learn, etc. Wow. Group 2. Do we even want to look at this last card? I pulled an extra card wondering what you need to face, or if there's a fear or a blockage or something that you need to work through. Oh, I'm glad I flipped this over because you're being protected. Your future is protected while you're figuring out how to tap into your natural spiritual creativity. You are protected. This is also this Four of Wands, this protection, this foundation, this stability. There's something stable that you've been using that supports you through your life. This could be your family even, or family's resources, or something, a methodical process is what it's trying to say. Okay, but you're waking up to become, so much more. You're so capable of much more than you ever thought that you were. So I believe in you. I hope you believe in you too, but really it's just a matter of you taking the time to search your deeper inner truths. Face that hidden fear. And if these are all resonating with something you're experiencing right now, it's definitely an astrology transit. It's happening in your life right now that is kind of forcing you to face your fears. And most of the time, for those of us who have faced those fears, we realize there's nothing to fear except our own thoughts or what we think. Crazy, right? So this is your advice from Spirit. Group number 2. I know I said an awful lot, so you might want to go back and listen through again. But I hope you enjoyed these. I wish you a blessed day. If you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello there, group number 3. If you were drawn to the Shungite or the Two of Wands is your cover card. So, oh my gosh. My spirit guides have a wonderful way of like throwing songs into my head that kind of represent a thought. And when I was looking at this card, pile number 3, there was, I don't know the name of the band, but the song, this is the lyric that I heard. I'm not going to sing it. Now that we found love, what are we going to do with it? Do you know that song? It's an 80s song. So it's almost like you're in the space, there's this and you have this, and it's like you're receiving this and you want this. So you have all the powers within you. So what are you going to do with it? I'm going to put your Shungite. I want to put it in the light because I love my Shungite and I want to share it with you. Okay. Freedom. Just put this over here for the moment. Let's look at your oracle cards. Wow. So there's a gateway that has opened for you. Is this what you're looking at? When you look up at the sky, do you realize what you're looking at? Stellar gateway activation, infinite potential, manifestation, vortex. Dang, and you've got Mars guiding you. Mars, Aries. freedom. You've got two eagles here. You've got the Pegasus, which is strength, purity, determination, personal power. But the Two of Wands usually reveals something new, like an expansion, another road, another path, another opportunity. Number 13, of course, is transformation. But there's freedom, eagle spirit, wings. I feel like you have already grown your wings. So there's a saying in, I don't know, what is the saying about the angels? When the angels do something and then they get their wings or something like that. You now have wings. You're now free to fly. Unleash your kindest self. There's Capricorn energy. So you have the potential of building something. Maybe you're already building something amazing. Put that over there. Courage arrives when you step over fear. And the number 35, aka 8, your power. But 8 is also the number of management, being able to manage or to compartmentalize. Your power, your spiritual gift. I'm noticing here, do you notice that there's like this spark? Can you see that clearly? There's a spark of light in the left hand. And the right leg, the right foot is stepping forward. It's time to move forward with this gift that you are receiving, because the left side is receiving, the right side. So it's like left side is usually feminine, listening, receiving, intuitive, as far as physical is concerned. And then the right side is masculine, moving, doing, choosing. And okay, in the left hand here, you've got this staff. You have this freedom. What are you going to do with it? Now that you've grown your wings, now that you have found this freedom, this new sense of freedom, what are you going to do with it? If you've got the world in the palm of your hands. But Spirit is also guiding you, so it's important to listen to your intuition, because you're being guided towards building something solid and stable and supporting, but it's also going to support you into this this freedom, whatever this freedom. So technically, you have the power to free yourself. Or maybe you're already free, but you don't realize that you're free, or maybe it's something that you've been afraid of. But it's all the process of this personal transformation that you're going through. And so, right, what are you going to do with it? You need to take action with this energy, but it's intuitive action. So take what you're receiving intuitively and to build something solid from that supports yourself and supports this lifestyle that you're definitely wanting to live, but you also need to build something that supports this free lifestyle, if that makes sense. So more advice from spirits. Even the number 13 or the number 4 is asking you to really just like take time to focus, reflect on your next step. Remember to be kind to yourself and everything else, because freedom is not necessarily something to be taken lightly. There's also, you have your responsibility to your life or your purpose or something else. There's still something that you have to take responsibility for that's going to maintain and support this sense of freedom that you have been working towards. But there's something here that's waiting for you to step over this fear. And what is this? Are you afraid of being free? This is why there's a need for a structure, right? A foundation, something that supports your freedom. And then you will no longer fear freedom, and you'll be free to, I don't know, fill in the blanks. What you're free to do or create really does depend on your astrology, your life path, your blueprint, your soul's purpose. So I'm not going to tell you that here because you can get that information in your astrology. But I'm thinking for some of you, actually Spirit is saying, some of you, many of you are fearing the uncertainty of your future. So it's probably not necessary for you to take a leap right now, but you're already free to imagine or to create and to start building this platform, something that's going to support you, especially for those of you who are seeking a life of freedom. So the first things that are coming to mind are those of you that are wishing for financial freedom. There still needs to be something that supports you, that you need to take responsibility for, because you are building that. You're either building it with your thoughts or your emotions or your intuition or all of the above. Interesting how you have the Shungite here, because the Shungite will naturally detoxify your life. So if there's literally nothing for you to fear because you are protected from things that are negative, then yeah, what is stopping you from Okay, I feel like you're still waiting for this opportunity, this path to show up, to manifest. So maybe that's what these cards are saying. This is what your spirit guides are saying. It's in the process. This new path, which supports your freedom, is in the process of becoming, based on something that you've been working on. And so when it's time for you to, experience more freedom. So the Two of Wands is like, it's your idea splitting into two. So you've already reached the first point, and now you're waiting for that separation, the two. I wonder if this is what's... I'm thinking of timing here, when both Saturn and Neptune are both back in Aries. I wonder if that's telling you the timing of things. Okay, so what more does Group 3 need to know? Or advice from Spirit right now? I'm going to pull... Do I want 4 cards? I think I do. I don't know why I'm asking myself on camera. Who are you asking, Sabrina? Step over fear. Knight of Swords. Right, 7 of Pentacles. So this is just reconfirming that you've already created a path that's going to support your freedom in the future. Something that you've been working on building and nurturing. So keep doing what you're doing, because you're on the right track. Here's the Ace of Wands. Freedom, liberation, movement, inspiration. Did I say inspiration already? Wow, seriously? The 10 of Pentacles. So what is the advice? There's something secret here. Something secretive. Let's look at your final card. Okay. Oh, look at that. You've got another number 10. Deep dive. When I was looking at these cards a minute ago, the 10 of Pentacles, and something secretive here, I was thinking there's something from maybe your childhood Maybe when you were younger, you didn't necessarily feel stable or supported. Maybe there was a lot of upheaval in your childhood. Maybe you didn't have control over the changes. But there's also something here that you wanted to free yourself from, or maybe there's something that you're looking for, that you're searching for, but you're not quite sure what that is. You're wanting to free yourself from fear, or maybe you're afraid of freedom. Dare I say that some of you might actually be afraid of yourself? Are you afraid that yourself won't know what to do with this freedom? But you do definitely need a support system that supports this new path or lifestyle that's going to be showing up for you. And remember that, so the 10, 10, 10, if you see that number, it's a sign from your spirit guide reminding you to focus on your vision, your dream. Thoughts become things. The number 1 represents your thoughts, thinking, and 0 is new unlimited potential. It's spiritual potential. So taking responsibility for the finances, the money that you need to receive, that will allow you to experience more freedom in your life. Oh, while you're going through your transformation, I feel like spirit guides through the cards are describing what you're experiencing right now. So maybe many of you are experiencing uncertainty, fear about your future. Maybe you're feeling completely unstable at the moment financially, but there is currently something that's coming in for you. There is more that you're going to manifest, but it also requires you to take on more responsibility for yourself, your life, your soul's purpose, your blueprint. There's a reason why you are here having all these experiences, and right now you're still navigating, choosing. You're still at that choice point that's allowing you the opportunity to decide, where is it that you really want to go? Where would you rather be living? How are you supporting not only yourself, but the planet and other people during these times of change? Are you looking for someone else or something else to support you so that you can be free? Because I'm not seeing that as the case here. You're the one who is supposed to be taking financial responsibility for yourself, using your mind, your creative ideas, and you're building something solid for yourself, something solid that no one can take away from you. So how many of you have recently been laid off, or you lost a job, or you're in between jobs, or you lost some sort of support that you thought would always be there? Sound familiar in what's happening in like global communities on the planet? So if you no longer have that financial support that was always there, it's up to you to create your own. And Spirit is saying that you're already thinking, you're at least thinking you're on the right path. But there's something new that's coming in for you that's going to inspire you, to help you to expand on this vision, and it's also going to manifest in your life through your visions. So try not to think about something that is scary or fearful, because we manifest what we think. And I say we because I include myself. You will manifest more of what you're thinking about. So if you're focusing on fear or change or uncertainty, guess what? You're going to attract more of that. So I love the fact this deep diver diving into a task, like go deep within yourself. Because when you go deep, you will learn to trust yourself. You will connect with your soul level self, your higher self. Oh, and Spirit just said, and this is how you know thyself. deep inner source of inspiration beyond fear. The truth will set you free. Actually, this Ace of Wands, this inspiration, this new direction, this guidance is already deeply within you. This is where the source of everything that you're hoping for, wishing for. It's an inner freedom, an inner stability, your own support system. It's your deep inner sense of power that manifests what you need in any given moment. Okay, so let's come back to this. So please be kind to yourself. Now I know why that card popped up. So Shungite, it can also, what it does, it protects you. It doesn't really transmute or transform, but if you have a Shungite, especially a pure elite Shungite like this one, and you can carry it around, it literally will prevent any kind of toxicity or negativity in all ways. It will prevent it from even coming into your space. So there's still maybe some deep fears or blockages or self-doubt or insecurity or something negative that might still be in your energy, that the Spirit is saying it's important for you to recognize that and to face that, because there really is nothing to fear. Even that deep dive within your own psyche, there's nothing for you to fear. There is only love there. And I want to finish out your reading by saying this freedom that you're longing for, it is something that you're going to experience. That there's also many different levels of freedom that can be experienced too. But I think that there are like blockages or negativity somehow that are still making you fearful of something or fearing uncertainty about your future. And the Spirit is saying you're going to have to face this head on. Face the uncertainty, get comfortable with it. Maybe your entire life has been a life of transformation or transcendence. But I feel like you're still in between, like the old path or the old life is gone and something new is now, it's kind of like a stew. It's stewing up. It's about to manifest for you. So if there's any kind of hidden fear there, then you're really only just blocking yourself from your own freedom. You know what I mean? Okay, group 3. These are your messages, advice from Spirit for today. I hope you found these helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please do click the like button. And I wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your pick a card messages for today. This is advice from Spirit. So, what advice does Spirit want to bring to you today? If you chose this purple fluorite crystal, I'm going to put it over here off to the side. Wait, I'm going to go like that. Or perhaps, well, naturally, I wonder how many people were drawn to this card. Ace of Pentacles. So there's a gift or an opportunity. Let me put this over here. Okay, group 4. So there's a new opportunity that's coming in for you. Something for you to explore. Oracle cards. Stargate Heart. Heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. Storm, Spirit, and Chaos. Clear your mind. Mind over matter, maybe? Spirit, healers, and helpers are with you. Love the fact you've got the number 11. It didn't want to zoom in, but look at this. This even looks like 11. 11, 11? 11, 11, anyone? 11's been showing up a lot recently in my pick a card readings. So, advice from Spirit. What is your current situation? Help is on its way. Help is already with you to discern the difference between fear and love. The mind creates fear, thoughts creates fear, but the heart creates love. So I'm thinking advice from spirit guides. Spirit guides are asking you to choose love over fear. I wonder if these messages have anything to do with like this dividing line, like this separation of people between love and fear. If you open your heart, open your heart and you will receive this gift from the universe, from your spirit guides. This is also how you can connect with your spirit guides. So if you're experiencing any kind of chaos, open your heart, clear your mind, get out of your thoughts, because the thoughts do have a crazy way of creating more fear. So the mind wants to always stay busy because the mind wants something to do, right? The mind wants something to analyze. And so sometimes if there's nothing else to do, the mind or thoughts are going to create something that will cause you to fear, or it will trigger something within you that, maybe sometimes you don't even realize what is causing you fear or what's triggering fear inside of you. But Spirit guides are saying there's nothing for you to fear. And you can stop this, you can stop the chaos whenever you choose to take place heart over mind. So love before thinking or something like that. Okay, let's pull your tarot cards. Okay, because the number 42 or 6 is saying this is the doorway or the portal or the opportunity that will align you with peace, peace of mind, peace within, peace in the body, and love. Clear the mind. So you might have strong Gemini emphasis in your birth chart. If so, Geminis naturally are very mindfully creative with their thoughts and conversation and communication. But you're meant to be mastering your mind in this lifetime, Spirit says. So focus on yourself, focus on love. Sometimes it's not even important to talk or communicate. Sometimes communication just gets in the way. It stands in the way of something else. I want to pull one more card for you. Ooh, wow. Well, I will pull 2 more cards for you. Group 4. So there's here. Temperance. Interesting. Okay. Oh, how do I manage that? I don't know. Some I put upright and the other ones are like facing down. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like this really goes with the Ace of Pentacles. So your spirit guides are helping you to align with your highest ideals, your higher self. Everything that you know that you are worthy of, that you are deserving of, that you align with. Your values, your self-esteem, your self-confidence. Everything that you love. Aha. King of Cups. I find it interesting when I studied traditional interpretation of tarot, the Rider-Waite. They always describe the King of Cups as someone who was emotionally balanced and supportive. However, all the readings I've done for people using tarot, the King of Cups is usually someone who's like uber sensitive emotionally. They have emotional triggers. They're insecure. So why is that? When maybe traditionally men were supposed to play that role. That's the best way I can say that. And so that's how they interpreted tarot. Because they needed to pretend like they were that emotional stability when that wasn't necessarily the case. But pay attention to your emotions. and how you feel and your sensitivities. Okay, there's Moon. Then we also have Temperance. There's, of course, the Five of Pentacles, which popped out of the deck, and Queen of Cups. Spirit just said, be self-full. There isn't anybody else on the planet. There is no other human on the planet that knows how to love you in the way that you deserve to be loved. There is no other human on the planet that knows how to support you or even understand you. Which is why it's important for you to start honoring yourself, respecting yourself, supporting yourself, nurturing yourself, believing yourself, especially when you don't have anyone else in your life that does. So you might be feeling like nobody supports you, but the truth is like nobody, it's not anybody else's responsibility to know you, especially if you're on a life path where you are meant to be empowering yourself. Only you know what you want and what you need and what you desire. You know how you feel. And you can't expect anybody else to be able to save you or understand you. And so it's really important for you to nurture all of your sensitivities so that you can become your own support system. I know there's a better term for that, but I'm at a loss for words at the moment. So for those, when you realize your gift, or when you realize that there isn't any other person on the planet who is going to know exactly what you need, then it puts you in the spot to just start making better decisions for yourself, because only you know what you need. So it's important for you to choose to take that next step, to nurture your emotions, to build your self-esteem, to empower yourself, to believe in your dreams, to make your visions become your dreams, to love yourself, especially unconditionally. And of course, it's also important for you to send love out to the chaos. But the only reason why you're experiencing any kind of chaos in your life or your relationships or your career is because, I had to pause for a second, you've been expecting, it's because of your expectations from other people not being met. And the truth of the fact is, other people don't know how. They don't know how to love you. They don't know how to support you. So I'm sensing that in your astrology, like your birthday numbers, right? Your life path, purpose, your soul's blueprint. In this life, you're learning, you're meant to be becoming self-reliant. You have everything within you already, everything that you'll ever need. Tap into your own resources to build yourself up, to love yourself, to heal yourself, to honor yourself, to make fun of yourself, to talk with yourself. I'm curious now, for all of you who chose group 4, how many of you are living alone? How many of you are just you're living single, isolated, independent? And the more you are longing for or hoping for someone else to come into your life to make everything better, the more chaos and sadness and separation you're actually creating in your mind. Remember, the mind wants to create, think, it wants to stay busy. So maybe the way that your mind works, it's always looking for something that you're expecting. And when your expectations are not met by others, it causes sadness, separation. You know what I mean? It causes internal chaos. So, I blame any of this chaos that you've been experiencing in your life on society. Because you know what? We're all raised to, we become adults, we have to go out there, we have to do the job thing, we have to get married, we have to have family, right? We have to make money, support ourselves. We have to take responsibility in the role of society. And so it's just automatic that if you were raised to believe that you needed to get married and have that support and have the children and maybe you have all of the things that society expected from you, and you still find yourself unsupported by everything in your life. So you haven't done anything wrong. You've done everything that you were supposed to do. And maybe you're not even acknowledged from other people if you're doing that, taking responsibility. So yeah, everything here is saying, the advice from Spirit is like, it's time for you to start just taking care of everything that you need. Don't expect it to come from anybody else. And when you do so, and especially when you connect with your spirit guides and your inner self, your higher self, you will realize that, well, it might be a process, but this process will help you to understand that you don't necessarily need anything beyond yourself or outside of yourself to take care of yourself and to be happy, fulfilled, prosperous, to feel loved in your life. You don't need to get that from anywhere else because it's already there within you. There's a card that dropped to the floor. So this final card I was pulling because I was asking what you need to face, or if there's a fear or something, a blockage that you need to work through. Oh, of course it fell over. Oh my gosh. So interesting how you've got the sacred contract. So you're on the path of learning to trust yourself. Or inner secrets, the number 7, your inner truth, lessons, experiences, relationships, hardships. And the more you experience, the more you realize that, well, maybe you're the only one that really knows what you need to do for yourself. And most importantly, your spirit guides are all around you. They're always loving. They will bring you what you need if you connect with that, if you believe in that. But there is a higher purpose to your life. And right now this contract is blank. So I'm wondering if, for those of you who have been around the block a few times, and you did that, and you married that, and you had the career, and you bought the house, and you did the family, or you've been living your life according to societal's rules and expectations, but maybe you're finding yourself here with this new blank sacred contract. Maybe your higher self is waiting for you to rewrite your story. Especially if you've always done everything that you were told that you were supposed to do, maybe it's time for you to just start living for you. And of course, I say all these things lightly because this is a general pick a card reading, right? But I'm hoping these are striking home. I'm hoping this is bringing you information or confirmation or realizations. In fact, I'll take this another step further. You've already fulfilled all of your soul contract obligations. And so there's a blank new slate. There is something new, a new life, or a new journey, or maybe a new you that is still waiting for you to see that, or to recognize that, or to choose that. So just some things for you to think about. There isn't any advice here saying that you need to go anywhere or force anything or to do anything different at the moment, but all of these cards are bringing you back inward into yourself to help you to realize that you have absolutely everything that you need to be happy, fulfilled, loved, prosperous. You already have everything within you to create, or to co-create, to create a new life, to manifest something new. So it's all there when you sit with yourself, right? And you take the time to really reconsider the path that you're on. Do you want to try something new? Are you wishing for a different kind of life? Clear your mind and allow, your intuition or your deeper inner emotions to reveal to you, or help you remember exactly what it is that you want, that you love, that you need, that you cherish, that you know that you're so worthy of and deserving. And once you realize this, you will start manifesting new things in your life, new opportunities, new experiences. So group 4, this is your advice from Spirit for today. I hope you enjoyed these. If you did, please do click the like button. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.